Welcome to What's Your View with Oludolapo. This podcast was created as a space for real people with real life experiences that most people can relate to and learn from. Hang tight and have a great time listening.
Hi guys, so one of the beautiful things about marrying your friend is that your vulnerability won't be used against you. It is a beautiful thing to genuinely be committed to a person and grow through life together one step at a time. In this episode, my guests would share their story with us, how they have been able to grow together and the realities of what is keeping them on the track. So please, could you introduce yourself?
My name is Femi Adeyemi, born and raised in Abeokuta, Ogun State. And I attended Nigerian Navy Secondary. Okay, let me start from primary school. St. Benedict Nigerian Primary School. That was between 1999 to 2005. Then from 2005 to 2011, I attended Nigerian Navy Secondary School in Abeokuta. From there, I went to uni at Caleb University in Malta, Lagos. So, and then I served between 2015 and 2016. Yeah.
Alright, hello everyone. My name is Ifeoluwa Adeyemi. I am an agro-entrepreneur and from the scratch, I attended about 2 or 3 primary schools, but the last one, the one I graduated from, Children House School at Quarry Road, Abeokuta, and I attended Abeokuta Girls Grammar School. Yeah, Abeokuta it's obvious. Yeah. Then I moved, I went to Bowen University, graduated 2017, served, and here we are. Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, so apparently I have just one question, like I told you, right? And I'm very sure that question will lead to other things. And the only question is, what was the journey like from scratch before you ever met, or at the time when you met, or the first time you met, or the first person noticed the other person? Do you understand? What was the story like? So, yeah.
Would you like to go first?
Okay, let me go first. All right. Our first contact was when I was in secondary school. I think I was in SS3 then.
But the funny one.
Yeah, I was in SS3 then. Okay. And then through a friend, I got Facebook details, so we're chatting, but it was just surface chatting like normal friends. Yeah. But then we lost contact for about 4 to 5 years, I think.
So and that was uni time?
Yeah.
Well, not exactly. You were still on my BBM and on my WhatsApp. So.
Yeah. Then we lost contact around some time. Yeah. We lost contact. But then I think I remember seeing her somewhere around Abeokuta. She was the one that even called me. Femi, I was surprised then. But we became friends in 2018. And she was on my WhatsApp then. So we always, see each other's status and all. But there was that particular year, I was, going through something personal and, on a journey myself to be a better person in life. So as at that 2018, it was as if God planted her in my life, because as I was going through the journey, she just came into my life and the journey became much, much easier. And I was able to see God's plan for my life. I was able to know what I want. This is it. And then we just became the best of friends. We didn't even know it was going to lead to this. But then I knew, okay, this is my best friend. This is we have the same ideas about life, the same goals, the same dreams. The main thing that was actually key in our relationship was friendship, because from the start, already in my heart, I already said I was going to marry my best friend. That's the important thing. So then we became the best of friends. We were always, telling each other about everything going on in our lives, this, that, communicating. That was the major thing. And fast forward, we became friends, best of friends 2018, and fast forward to 2020, that was when we actually started dating. 2020? Yes. That's last year. We actually started dating in 2019, and 2020 we decided to take the next step, get married. So I think she should also share her own side of the story
Okay,
too.
because I was about to ask, right, like in between 2030 we get married, 2019 we were dating, what happened? What were the things you looked out for? You guys were closer friends already, like she was the closest person.
Yeah.
And there was like an intuition, like, I wouldn't mind to marry this person, right? So like, what were the in-betweens for you? Like, so I mentioned I want to marry this person. Were you insecure? Was she seeing someone else that you couldn't? I mentioned I want to go ahead. Do you know what else?
Yeah, I get. But we were both single, but we were wholly single.
Okay.
Like we knew, like okay, as at that time,
Yeah.
each person was okay. I can stand on my own as a person, as a whole person, and that was very key in our decision to get married. Like for you to, for me, in life, before you decide to get married, you have to be able to stand on your own as a whole single person, not depending on this person to, leave, or depending on the next person to be able to make your moves in life. Be able to stand alone as a whole. So we're both wholly single. That was the quote to give to it. So we're wholly single, and then we said, yes, since we are wholly single, we can we can come together and become one body in Christ. That was our story. Well, I think she share her own side of the story too.
All right, so you forgot the part where you had a crush on me. Yeah, he had a crush on me. So let me start.
Who voiced it out first? Okay.
Yeah, it was secondary school. I had this friend. We went to the same secondary school, and to the best of my knowledge, then they were cousins. But they're actually not related, but I felt they were cousins. So that my friend told me that, okay, I have this cousin, did you like to meet this my cousin? Like, we're just friends. And I said, fine, no problem. And I don't know, I made a lot of friends during those periods. So I wasn't really particular about the person. I was just all about making friends and, reaching out to people. And fast forward to, I think it was 200 level. I was in 200 level, and I was taking piano lessons somewhere along. It's not far from here, actually. So he just walked by. I guess he was walking home that day or something. And I don't know. For me, the experience was quite magical, because all I heard at that moment was, I had this intuition that I just had to look up. You know, when you're playing the keyboard, of course you have to
look down to the keyboard.
Yes, so as at that point when it was to pass, everything in me just said look up. And I looked up and I saw him. We never met before then. It was just on phone. We lost touch, we weren't really in contact. But I just knew there was someone I knew called Femi Adeyemi. So I looked up and I was like, and I'm this bumblebee when I reach out to people or genuinely like someone's person, in quotes. So I just said, hi, Femi, blah, blah, blah. We've never met. I don't even know how on earth I recognized him. Phones were bad then. Now the pictures were not all that clear. So I just left what I was doing, ran. He didn't even hear me. I ran after him. Yeah, I ran after him and said, hi, it's me, so and so's friend.
Before this time?
Yeah.
Okay, it was after this experience that you guys became closer friends.
No,
we're
still not friends.
Okay.
Per se.
We're just surface friends.
Yeah, so he was really happy that day that I reached out to him. Like, I got to know this later on in life, that I was really happy that, wow, like, why would someone run after me? We're not even close and all that. So it's probably gave him a lasting impression. And so somehow we're on BBM, we're on WhatsApp, but those people that you just check each other's updates, you don't really talk and all that. So the one thing that got me interested per se in his personality, like, okay, let me try to be better friends with this person. Him and his group of friends, they created this company as at that time, Personal Waiter. It's this innovative and lovely concept for their company, and it was really, really amazing. So I was like, wow, I love, naturally I love innovative things. So I was like, wow, this is amazing. So this guy is this innovative. So I just, became closer a bit. And then fast forward to many years after that, I had just gotten out of a serious relationship, so I was just thrown into my work and saving and all that. So I wasn't really looking for a relationship as at that time. I was just being friends with people. So that was why I said it was not planned for. We didn't even see ourselves getting married. So basically, all that brought us to this moment is a comment. He posted a picture, and I commented on that picture, complimenting him. I can't. I think he smiled. He was like, I can remember. Don't stress yourself. he posted a selfie. He was at work. He posted a selfie, and he captioned it, "That smile when you know God's got you." Okay. Then me, I was not like, this picture is fine, no, and I was like, I can't really remember what I said. I think I commented about his lips or something. Okay. And he commented back with sarcasm too. Okay. Then when a sarcastic person meets another sarcastic person, there's this magic. You just automatically connect and vibe like, oh, so you are a sarcastic person. Yeah, I am. You are. Okay, wow, and that's how we just started. That was August 2018. Yeah, 2018. Yeah. So from there we just gelled, and then to become more conscious of who he was. Then he told me that he used to message me on Facebook and all that. Then I was not like, he used to message me on Facebook. I don't know anything about it. Then I went to check my Facebook messages, and I saw his messages there and all that. So
he has been messaging you since even before you called him?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so but I wasn't really aware of who he was or who he is. But the true beauty of this story didn't unfold until we started dating and we decided to know each other's families. Yeah. Then we realized that our families were actually mutual friends.
Wow,
our parents knew each other. We're from the same hometown. Wow. We never knew that Ayetoro, Ogun State. And it was just like one divinely orchestrated plan. Yeah. It was just so beautiful because we're friends for a whole lot of years, but we didn't know these details about one another, and it made the experience so beautiful. So we started dating August 2019, got engaged exactly a year after, then then we basically knew what we wanted.
Exactly. Yeah.
We were, like you said, we were wholesome individuals before we decided to come together. We knew what we wanted in life. We had individual dreams and aspirations, and they merged completely into one another. And April 2021, we got married.
Wow.
And the planning of the wedding was in the space of 2 months. I was not even in the country at the time. I got back in February. We planned, although we made our decisions because the instruction was so clear from God that we were to get married in April. But as at that time, we weren't seeing it happening because everything was just upside down. And but we thank God, it worked out well. Maybe with more questions, we'll share more.
So you talked about being out of the country for a while, which I think I noticed that too. And so which means there was like a long distance relationship for a while.
For the most part of our relationship, actually, because I was in Akure, I was in Abeokuta. Wow. I traveled, then came back.
So, before I talk about the Akure phase of the long distance, I want to talk about the UK-Nigeria long distance.
It was Spain.
Just talk about it. What was it like?
Okay, it wasn't much of a big deal, really. There was no difference. But
for you, was it a big deal?
No, it was not, because
it wasn't.
When we started the whole friendship,
it has been a long distance thing.
It has been a long distance thing. So, but it was great. It was a little bit more.
We just realized that we missed each other more. Apparently. Because it's not like I could travel down to Abeokuta. Yes. So we knew we were miles apart, and but then we planned dates, and online, So it wasn't really a big deal for us because we basically still talked 24/7. We're always chatting, always calling, always
exchange pictures.
Yes, it wasn't as if we're
Apart from
far
all of
apart.
this, did you do anything like maybe online games together, and just to like feel? What are the things you did that made you feel this person is my intimate person?
See, the one thing about us is that we communicate a whole lot. So by the time we gist to the tiniest detail, remember when you gave us the ride? The day does not end without us talking about what's just happened.
Yeah.
We were already talking about the exam we had, and the banana is stole. so we talk about basically everything. So by the time he gives me his gist, by the time I give him my gist, it's
gone already.
Yeah.
You're talking about the Nigerian long distance, the Akure Abeokuta long distance.
and then we share memes. A whole lot.
Apparently.
Yeah.
How was that managed? Was it like, I'll be coming to Akure every 2 weeks, you'll be coming to Abeokuta every 2 weeks, I'll be coming once a
Not
month?
really. It was
all
spontaneous.
spontaneous.
Yeah.
Wow.
Spontaneous. Our parents live here, so definitely I have to come home sometime.
So where were you in Akure?
I served in Akure 2017. Then I registered for my postgraduate at FUTA. So I stayed back there and was planning on making a life for myself.
So
there.
was it masters you did in Akure or what?
I served and did my master's in Akure.
So what did you need in UK?
Still doing my master's in Akure. I had a scholarship. I traveled. It's still academic, basically. To another
I was
school.
assuming in my head that it was like a PhD thing or something.
No, not yet.
So now that you're married and quote unquote you're young, what has the experience been like?
Blissful.
You know,
That's the word we
when
use.
two friends, best friends,
Exactly.
are married, no matter how you want to put it, the understanding is there. You two of you know each other very well to a certain extent.
Yeah.
So, like, if something happens, something you don't like happens, you can communicate. Like, it's not like you just lash out or you understand each other. So it has been blissful from day one. So the fact that we always communicate, I don't like this, I like this, it has made it easier for us.
Yeah, for us, we said blissful does not mean we don't have low days. For example, Nigeria is Nigeria. There's still financial struggle.
Yeah.
There's still, Nigeria is just quite frustrating. But the fact that this is what we call each other, we are both partners in our walk on earth. So this is you are here as an individual to experience life, and you deliberately, consciously chose someone to run that race with you. So you're going through life together. You can't be against each other, even when the hard days. But not necessarily.
Has not been from scratch because you mentioned that at the time when he met you, when he was more convinced, was at the time when you
Was
came
at
into
his
his
lowest,
life. Yeah. So I think the next question that just dropped to my heart is how do you manage the low moments? How have you been able to manage the low moments? What do you do differently?
We talk.
Exactly. We
That has
when
been
it
our
becomes
strong suit.
Yeah, when it
Just
becomes too overwhelming, we pray.
Right.
So talk. We make it conscious to ourselves, like this is what is going on. You don't just keep some things to yourself. Sometimes it becomes overwhelming. That's why you have a partner that has to do this life with you. So you talk about it. By the time you talk about it, your partner knows how it feels too. I think by the time you share that detail with your partner, it makes it easier for you.
And I think another thing is to help you realize that you're not in the boat alone. You have someone that is carrying this thing with you. So
You don't even have to speak up before you notice something going wrong. Yeah, you just. Besides, we don't really have. I don't know how to put it. Before the other person is sinking, you're already anchoring the person and dragging them to shore, and because we basically talk about everything even before it hits you deep. So, and we're able to sense each other's emotions, moods and all that, so we are able to encourage each other as at when due, when needed, even before it becomes so overwhelming per se. And if there are, like, whatever we both think is wrong or feel is making us have a bad mood as a couple, we just pray about it. Like, our mantra has been live, love, laugh, problem no dey finish. Just stay happy. Like, positivity, that's what we just keeps driving us. We stay positive no matter what. We just keep being happy through it all. Not like there aren't reasons for you to be sad, but you just capitalize more.
I mean, they should not
happy
just be for
moments.
like couples only. I think she won't be for like as an individual, for persons individually. She just live life joyfully. What would you suggest to people who really want you have? They want what you have, and I mean, what would you just say? So okay, I just like the first time I walked up to you, I think I had.
Okay. For me, I do this a lot for a couple of my friends. The first thing is, I call it DTR. Define the relationship. Once you are able to identify who you like, the person might not even mean anything to you. Okay, I think you should just, let me start from here. Be good to everyone.
Right.
Generally, just be. You don't know who is your husband or who is your wife. You never can tell. I never dreamt I would. We were just friends, and not good friends per se, but we became the best of friends. And from there, we found ourselves getting married and couldn't do without each other. So, and it's not enough to be just friends. Once you are sure of what God is telling you about that person, and you know that you are compatible, define the relationship. If you want to be with the person, just ensure you define the relationship. Because I remember that when we wanted to date, I specifically asked him that, okay, what would you be bringing into this relationship? What would I be bringing? Is what the exact word he said was support. And he hasn't fallen short of that since we started dating, because I'm a very ambitious person. I do a whole lot of things. And when you know that your partner is there rooting for you, cheering you on, telling you you can do this, you can do that, supporting you in not just career-wise, even at home, it helps me a whole lot. From church, you would know that is a huge support system, and he hasn't fallen short of that. So it's essential that you define the relationship. You know what you want to bring, the other person is bringing to the table, how you'd be helping each other grow in the relationship. And lastly, know your partner's strengths and weaknesses. Know where you are at, mentally, financially, physically, emotionally. So that's why we said it's expedient that you are wholesome as an individual first before merging with anyone. It is highly essential. So you don't just, everyone has baggages, but it's better you offload those baggages before you decide to get married.
I think one important thing that I picked from what Tommy said is there is a clear-cut goal for what you wanted or what you want, right? So you guys knew from scratch that this and this and this and this. Like, not from scratch, I mean, but from the time you were ready to date each other, you knew that. So thank you for having this conversation with me. I still look forward to having maybe an individual episode with the two of you, and on different things different from relationship and yeah.
Sure, no problem.
Thank you so much.
Lastly, plan your finances too.
That's very important.
You can't get married without money.
Yeah.
So know where the funds will come from, how much you want to spend on what, and how to build your dream home, and who is helping if you want an intimate wedding, if you don't want an intimate wedding. Yeah. Plan. Money is essential. Yeah. So you need to save up towards, you must be on the same page financially for that dream to work out.
I also want to add one thing. What I like to add is sacrifice.
That's beautiful.
And when you want to get married or in any relationship in life, you should be ready to sacrifice your time, your body, basically, as we were taught in stewardship. sacrifice everything you have for your partner. It's really, really, really essential.
I think that's like where the support starts from.
Yeah.
You cannot sacrifice, you cannot support. So support means you are sacrificing something.
Yeah. It's very, very key.
Thank you so
Support,
much.
care, and love.
All right. Thank you guys for joining my podcast. I hope to get to release the other episode anytime soon. Bye.
Thank you for listening to What's Your View with Oludolapo. Trust you had a great time listening. Feel free to share, like, and leave a comment. You could also reach out to us on Instagram at What's Your View with _Oludolapo. Thank you once again for listening.